Hi, this is Joseph Pate, better known as Medicare Joe, and today we're talking about Medicare IRMAA. If your income is above $91,000 for an individual or $182,000 filing jointly, this video is definitely for you. We're going to go over what's called the income-related monthly adjustment amounts for Part B and Part D of Medicare, so stick around. Welcome back. Again, I'm Medicare Joe, and today we're going to be talking about Medicare IRMAA, or Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amounts. And you may have seen one of our videos on here before where we help seniors understand their Medicare options. We have a Medicare webinar for folks that are turning 65. So Medicare Joe, that's who I am. Our team here, we've helped thousands of seniors with their Medicare enrollments and helping guide them through the process. An important topic that folks are pretty much unaware of when they're getting onto Medicare is the Medicare IRMAA, or again, income-related monthly adjustment amounts. So with the Medicare IRMAA, if your income is above $91,000 for an individual or above $182,000 filing jointly, you'll be subject to an income-related adjustment on your Part B and Part D of Medicare. So let's break that down and take a look at what that actually means. So your Part B, just to back up here, that is your medical coverage. So when you first start Medicare, you get Part A. That's free to you as long as you've worked a total of 10 years or 40 quarters. And then you also have to get Part B if you're going to start your Medicare. So when you enroll into Medicare and start your Part B, the standard premium for Part B is $170.10. That will cover you outside of the hospital. So doctor visits, diagnostic testing, anything really to do outside of the hospital. There's a premium associated with that, and again, that's $170.10 per month. Now, if your income is above $91,000, at that point, you are then charged an income-related adjustment on top of that $170. So this $170 would be a monthly premium. However, if your income's above that threshold for an individual or above $182,000 filing jointly, you will then have to pay $238 for your Part B premium. So there's a $68 adjustment there. As you can see in this chart that I've displayed, incrementally, as the income is higher, the premium adjustment is also higher. So for individuals making between $114,000 and $142,000, their Part B premium is actually double. It's $340.10. For folks that are making between $142,000 and $170,000, their Part B premium is $442.30. And again, this goes all the way up to, unless the income's above $500,000, the Part B premium will be $578.30. So for folks getting on to Medicare or possibly debating if it's a good idea for them to start their Medicare, maybe they're leaving a job, maybe they're deciding to retire, it's important to know if this income-related monthly adjustment amount affects you, because the Part B premium of $170, which is the standard premium, can be much different if you fall into these higher income brackets. So a lot of questions that we get consist of, well, I'm retiring and my income once was over this amount, but now it's going to be much less. So in the eyes of Social Security and Medicare and what they're going to charge you for your Part B premium, they will go based according to the income filed 2 years ago. So for example, we're in 2022, they're going to look at the income filed for 2020. Now, if there's a discrepancy there where now you're retired and you're not making the same income that you were in 2020, there is a process that you can go through for appeal to have that income-related monthly adjustment amount reduced or taken away if the income now falls below that initial threshold of $91,000 for an individual. I'm going to link that URL here in the comment section, so that way you can access that direct link for more information on the appeal process to try to reduce that Part B premium if the income's not the same. Now, there are certain situations where you can't appeal. So right now, and things can always change, but if there's a gain on the sale of a property, that income cannot be appealed. So for example, if you sold a property in 2020 and that income showed up on your tax return as a gain, well, your 2022 premium is going to be based according to that, and you cannot appeal that type of situation. As well as different type of stock options, capital gains, etc. They're going to look at what's called the modified adjusted gross income when they come to calculate out these numbers. So they're going to look at the modified adjusted gross income, and if that's above these thresholds, that's when that Part B income adjustment can apply. So Part B has its own Medicare IRMAA, what we call it, where you'll be paying more than the standard premium if your income's above those thresholds. But what a lot of people will forget is that also will apply to Part D. Now, Part B, we said, is your medical coverage. Part D is your prescription drug coverage. So when you get onto Medicare, if you are taking Medicare out and you don't have other creditable coverage for prescription drugs, you'll have to purchase a prescription drug policy. And with the Part D policies, the premiums can vary, based on your medications, will really determine what the actual premium is, but on average it's between $10 and $35 a month in premium is the normal rates for those plans that are out there. I've also linked a Part D search website here in the comment section below, so you can plug in your medications and play around with that to see what the plans are in your zip code. Don't want to get too much into that for this video. This is about the Medicare IRMAA. So with Part D, what can happen is if the income again is above that $91,000 threshold or above the $182,000 threshold filing jointly, you are then also assessed a Part D income-related monthly adjustment. Now, the Part D income-related monthly adjustment isn't as high as the Part B is. For example, if you're between that $91,000 threshold and $114,000 for an individual, your income-related adjustment would be $12.40 more than what the premium is for the plan that you picked. So let's do that out. Let's say you pick a plan that is $15 a month. That's your Part D drug plan. Well, if your income is between the $91,000 and the $114,000 individual, or $182,000 and $228,000 filing jointly, your Part D premium will also have a $12.40 adjustment added on to that. So the total premium for your Part D drug plan in this scenario would actually be $17.40. Again, based on your income, this will incrementally go up depending on which bracket you fall into. So I've displayed those income brackets here again. I will also link the website where this chart can be found, and more information can be found here below in the comment section as well. But if your income is between these brackets, you'll see what the income-related adjustment would be. So again, that would be the income-related adjustment plus whatever the plan premium is. And again, those can vary from $10 to $35 depending on what medications you're taking. More information on that below, going over the Part D drug plans a little bit more in detail so you can get an idea of how that can work. So the last thing that I want to touch on here is if somebody is married, but they file separately, right? So again, we have individual returns, we have married filing jointly returns. Those are the numbers we've displayed for most of this video here. But then you also have a category of beneficiaries that are getting onto Medicare. They're married, they live with their spouse at some point during the year, and they file a separate tax return, okay? So if that's the case, there's no income breakdown like you can see with the other ones where it was 91,000 to 114, 114 to 142. There's actually only 3 income brackets. You have less than 91,000, that's going to be your standard Part B premium. You have 91,000 to 409,000, which is going to be the adjusted amount here of $374.20. Or you have over 409,000, which your adjusted amount would be the 408.20. So there's only 3 breakdowns of income there compared to the 6 that we saw in the income brackets before for people filing individually or filing jointly. Now you'll also see with the Part D premium adjustment, for folks that are married, living with their spouse but file a separate tax return, again, there's only 3 income breakdowns. So I've listed those here again, below 91,000, between 91,000 and 409,000, and above 409,000. So again, getting onto Medicare and understanding these income adjustment amounts is very important when you're budgeting out and trying to understand if it's a good idea to start your Medicare, comparing it to possible alternatives such as work plans, spouses' work plans, etc. Folks that start their Medicare and are unaware of these income adjustments when they actually apply to you can be in for quite the surprise when they get their first Part B bill and Part D prescription bills. So essentially, that's how the Medicare IRMAA or income-related adjustments can break down and can make the premiums quite a bit higher for folks that are above those initial thresholds of income. So I really hope that you enjoyed our Medicare IRMAA video here today, and if you did, please click the like or thumbs up button down below. The way that YouTube actually works is the more likes a video has, the more likely it is to display when someone else is searching for a Medicare IRMAA video or income-related adjustment Medicare video. So if you could do that, that would be great. And then if you'd like to click the subscribe button, that'll actually bring you to our YouTube channel, where you'll be able to see our other Medicare videos that we have, the Medicare Part D prescription drug video, as well as our Medicare Explained, Medicare Made Simple video for folks that are new to Medicare, so that way they can understand the process of what they need to do and when they need to do it. So now it's your turn. I make these videos for you, and I'd love to hear some feedback. If you could, leave a comment down below, or if you have any questions at all, I'd be happy to answer them. I personally answer those questions myself. So I would love to hear some feedback, answer any questions that you may have. Again, these videos are for you. So any way that we can tailor them to fit our audience's liking, we're more than happy to change some things up for you. So again, this is Medicare Joe. I hope you've learned something here today. If you have any questions, you're welcome to give us a call. My number has popped up a couple of times, and it's also in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day again. Take care. Bye-bye.